What's hood with you? This is Opinionated 3000, and I am Mr. Opinionated. Let's jump right in and see what they got.
San Francisco's Mission District has changed a lot over the years, just not at this 4-unit apartment building on Cesar Chavez. It's been decades since a new tenant has moved in, and Helen Burns' upstairs apartment is practically a time capsule.
When we first moved into here, I was 12 years old. I came with my father and my 2 sisters, and I've lived here all my life.
She still sleeps in her childhood bedroom. After suffering a fall last year, it's where she spends most of her time now. Helen outlived her parents and sisters and lives alone. A lifetime of memories preserved in the photos that fill the apartment.
This is definitely a different type of story than I know. I can't even say that I feel what she's going through. I've never lived any place for longer than, I believe, 12 years. I think that was the man. But you're also talking to somebody who went to 4 different high schools, so there's that.
It's alone. A lifetime of memories preserved in the photos that fill the apartment.
I have my whole life practically right there on the wall.
And right now she's strong because this building, this apartment alone makes her feel that she's home.
Cecilia Matias also lives in the building and helps take care of Helen. She's been here for 40 years herself, the first apartment her family moved into after leaving the Philippines.
She's been very, very good to me. She's like a daughter to me.
I told her, you think you don't have a family, but you have. It's me.
People don't realize like how important community is, because in a lot of places, you just got a bunch of people living together, living around each other. There's like no sense of community at all. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not friends with nobody in the area that I live in. It's this is different. She's been there for 40 years herself. Man, the attachment you must have to where you live, but then the new person buys the building. I'm on the fence on this. Because if I bought a building, I'd want to do what I want to do with that building too. It's mine now. But at the same time, I got a heart. But when I have them stay, think.
If you don't, no matter what, I'll take care of you. Even though we're not blood related, I felt like we're closer.
Cecilia's sister also lives in the building. So does Anthony Martin and his son, an Iraq War veteran. The building's apartments are rent control, so the rent is a lot lower than today's market rate. And maybe the reason why the new owners have been trying to get them out since 2020, when the building was purchased through an LLC managed by Daniel Maitils. We reviewed emails and letters obtained through the eviction case that Maitils sent the lender and tenants, showing they plan to empty the building from the start.
Which came as a surprise to me, actually a shock to me, that I would have to move from here. And where would I go? I'm so used to this place.
In this 2020 email to the lender, Maitils called the building an almost impossibly good value, adding the purchase price reflects that the property is burdened with 4 long-term occupants paying a total of just $3,800 or so in total rent per month. So he outlined plans to get the tenants out and rent the units out at a higher price, or possibly sell the building vacant at a profit.
Now, the price that they're charging is like twice what these people are paying. I hate to say it, but I think I'm on the landlord side on this one. I wouldn't just kick the people out, though. That I definitely wouldn't do. Try to make sure that there was something in place so that they're not like out in the cold, homeless and everything. But you bought the building to make money because you were getting it at such a bomb ass price that's so far under market value. Yeah, this is a tough one right here. What do y'all think? If you bought this building strictly to make money, would you try to work something out with the people who are there, or would you try to get them out and move new people in? Like this is the first. This is like literally the first episode that I've been 100% stumped on, completely on the fence.
That just shows that his goal here was speculation.
Steve Collier is a managing attorney at the Tenderloin Housing Clinic, a San Francisco nonprofit that fights displacement of low-income residents.
I think you have to look at that in the context of potentially destroying the lives of 4 families by kicking them out just so that he can make a profit. And I think that's morally wrong.
When we spoke to them, Michaels told us over the phone that he feels bad about the situation, but the tenant's current rent doesn't cover the building's operating expenses. In an email, the landlord's attorney said they are aware of the hardship of eviction, adding, the owner initially attempted to pay the tenants significant money to vacate. However, when all tenants refused, the landlord's only remaining option was to terminate the tenancies under the Ellis Act, a law allowing landlords to evict their tenants if they take the property off the rental market for at least 5 years. The landlord's attorney also said the Ellis Act was created to resolve unintended consequences of local rent control laws, allowing landlords to quit the rental market when rental rates make it unfeasible to be a housing provider. The tenants had 4 months to leave, but the law allows a 1-year extension because of their age.
It's often used by speculators to...
I don't think I'm on the fence anymore. You bought this property strictly to make money off of it. And as long as you're doing everything by the law, I think you should be able to make money off of it. I mean, pretty much. And then they offered them a substantial amount. They didn't say how much they considered it substantial, but they offered them a specific price to relocate. Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but I think I'm on the property owner's side on this one.
empty buildings and then sell them at a greater value. The tenants didn't want to move, and they didn't want to leave Helen.
I would like to stay here for the rest of my life. I had all my friends and neighbors that lived here with me.
I don't want her to go anywhere else. You stay here because you grew up here. I will take care of you if I have to. And that's why I'm here.
But instead of moving...
That woman has a huge... I mean, they're not related, but she says she feels like that's her daughter. You don't meet too many people like that care about somebody just because they're in a bad situation. I mean, for her, it probably wouldn't be as hard because she's younger. But then the older lady, she's in her 80s. But this is a difficult one, like straight up.
I will take care of you if I have to. And that's why I'm here.
But instead of moving out, the tenants turned to the Tenderloin Housing Clinic for help. Their window to leave under the Ellis Act has come and gone, and they're now fighting an eviction lawsuit in court. Even their neighborhood priest, who's known Helen for more than a decade, is standing by their side.
It's wrong that this is happening. You shouldn't have to lose the home that you've lived in all of your life, and you've paid your rent and done all.
See, I don't think it's wrong, though. I think this is one of them things that kind of dance the fine line of what's right and that's what's wrong. But at the same, I think a person should be able to legally do what they want with their property, though. And if you want to go in, because you know what they're going to do. They're going to go in, they're going to renovate everything, make it look real nice. It already seems like it might be in a halfway decent neighborhood. But then they're going to raise the prices. I still feel like if you bought the property, you should be able to do what you want with your property.
lose the home that you've lived in all of your life and you've paid your rent and done all the responsible thing. People aren't just numbers to be discarded.
Helen and Cecilia face an uncertain future, but they're facing it together.
I love you always. Thank you. I love you too.
Collier said the tenant's fate could be decided in court soon, possibly in the next few days. He says tenants facing Ellis Act evictions have two choices. Both of them are bad: leave your home or fight an eviction lawsuit. Either way, he says you should always contact an attorney. With the investigation.
Yeah, this is literally the first episode that I've done that I'm not strongly on one side or the other. I am definitely leaning towards the property owners, though. If I had to make a decision right now, be with the property owner. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Opinionated 3 Stacks.